Hey, everybody! I thought we'd have a short video here, just to take a look at Tina Torino, who is our recruitable wire ghost for Cyber Knight's Flashpoint inside the game after you get going when you use your Underworld Hub to bring in recruit. So I thought we'd take a look and find out what she's all about in the game and talk a little bit more about wire ghosts. Can you tell I'm excited about wire ghosts? I'm sure you can. So, um, interestingly enough, when she comes in, you'd think at 9 you'd get an upgraded deck or something, if you're coming off the street and you're level 9, but I don't know. Level 1 deck. Might want to, I think I'll F10 that to the devs and see what they think about it. But anyway, she comes in with Cortex Wetware 2, though, which is the level 3 deep brain slot. So that's something to begin with. And more importantly, she's got quite a few points to do things. But let's take a look at her traits first, just so we can see what she's got here. So she's got Under Shadow of Fame. Your famous father, Cowboy 6, pulled off hacks 10 years ago that shook Megacorps to the core as he crashed entire satellite networks and paralyzed Warner Braun Gleamer before being caught and executed. It's hard to live in his shadow, but you have the same gift and are seeking to carve your own path. This is some stats here, man. So good hacking stats to begin with. Born Infiltrator. You were born, raised, and trained for this, given your exceptional skills to hang in the nanosecond battle for Matrix control. So, Faction Insider for Los Agalas. She still didn't burn any bridges, but Warner Braun Global, probably because of her dad and herself. She's also hunted by Warner Braun Global. She dreams of escaping to outer space or another planet. Um, yep, she's got a hidden identity, even about that. And she's got a trust with Judge, which is a gang boss content. We'll check them out in a little bit as they're in here. So talents, she's got the basic talent set up, and we get to take a look and see 11 unspent points that we get to put into things. I've only gotten to play a little bit, so it's hard to tell exactly which one of these are fantastic. Um, you know, I confess I'm interested to see how Unlink works here, because it allows you to teleport to another random node without causing any reaction or traps or anything. So that one's pretty cool. If we look over here, Ghost Distortion makes you undetectable, which is great as you get to cruise through and do things. I know it's like Silent and others, but it's a hacker one at the moment. Kill Switch, can't wait to use this one on the enemies. So, probably just going to work my way over to Kill Switch and think through exactly which one of these other ones that I want. Crash Pad's also great because it gets you out, without negative effects if you suffer dumb shock, which could definitely happen. Note, already happened in my other playthrough. So, yeah. And security siphon's great. One thing we did discover is, it's amazing how many nodes aren't connected, especially security nodes aren't connected to different hosts, matrix hosts. And so, using this, you disable them, but it'll also let you know if there's an SEU connected to it. So that way you don't waste, your skipjack when you attempt to do that. So that's cool. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get over to Kill Switch. Not bad. 1, 2, 3 to get to unlink. That's 7 of my 11. And I got 3 more talents. That does 2. I say that we could do it. It's not an active merc yet. I was just looking at her from a recruit standpoint. So when we bring her in, we'll go make it happen. So let's go recruit her. You guys can hang out while we get through that process. Why would we know your name? You wouldn't have heard of me, really, but everyone makes a big fuss when they find out who my father was. So I like to get it out of the way early. You've got quite the icebreaker. Who was he? On the Matrix, he used to handle Cowboy 6. The Cowboy 6? The same one who hacked Warner Bros. Middle satellite grid and crushed their entire network of Orion sats into the Pacific? The only Cowboy 6. That's heavy. I shouldn't have been snide earlier. That's a hell of an icebreaker, and I see you would get that out early. Okay, but is it true that the Cowboy went on to hack the Warner Bros. Gleamer, Space One, and paralyzed it in space? The ransom on that one must have been insane. He did, but he went too far on that one, made a mistake, and they caught him. I never saw him again. I never watched the execution vid. So he taught you and you're following in his footsteps. Not exactly. He was a classic hacker with his bristling Matrix Link 7.1, and don't know what he'd say if he found out I landed a Cortex Wetgate. He was always hiding something in a dingy hack haven. When they came for him, he probably didn't even have a gun. I don't want to be like that, so I don't dive on that aging direct-to-brain crap. I ghost in, I get close, I do my work. Further define this merc by picking one of the following traits. All right, so we can do sleuthing, which will give us some will and leg work. We can chase the big hex, adrenaline junkie, reaction, minus hit points, plus initiative, minus move detection, plus 5 speed, plus 20% for gain, 10% gain double hypo on mission completing. Well, okay, cool. And then thieving, reaction, minus 2 move detection, and plus 0.1 move points. Tough call. You know, look, let's make her an adrenaline junkie because, yeah, dead. I know you feel me. You're motivated like hell to climb the ladder too, Cyber Knight. In our line of work, that can be the difference between a score and a disaster. What do you think, Hayes? I've got one more question. You've been out on your own for a long time. Cowboy 6 went down a decade ago. Who have you been running with to get that Cortex Wetgate? That's not cheap chrome. You didn't earn that kind of money without pulling off some heists. I found a business partner in the Ox. They're rent-a-cops of the Underworld, right? Well, I was their rent-a-wireghost. I still have that connect, but eventually I had to move on. Things were catching up with me again. You're living under the shadow of Cowboy 6 infamy and all the enemies he made along the way. So I'm not surprised you're in trouble. But tell me exactly what is going to eventually catch up to you. And before you answer, let me be clear. If you want in this company, trust is our baseline. So even if you don't like your own answer, it's better to be the truth. So, get some more backstory in here. So, I had to get revenge for my dad somewhere. I hacked Warner Bros. Hard and uncovered an illegal black site. For now, it's my secret. Later, maybe it can be yours. Cool. I stole a hot cybernetic spinal prototype for Ultratech. I paid to splice it in, but somehow they bricked it when it came online. All those years I ran with my Ox boss Judge, I saved her life and squad enough times she's indebted to me. So we can get an Ox boss Judge, or we can get a black site later. Let's take Ox and the Judge. It always happens another friend who owes us. And a reliable one, too. Judge is no slouch. Was Judge providing cover for you, helping you stay underground? Yes, you're a sharp one, Tex. So now that you're out, you need another squad to help cover you. Yep, there's my headhunters eventually now that I've been flushed from my Ox cover. As long as we know the risks, we can make the decisions. Private word, Hayes? What do you think? Everyone's got something haunting them. We got to keep that in mind. And so here we go. We are going to recruit her. Welcome to the team, Tina. Let me dive the Matrix and run point on infiltration for your crew a few times, and you won't regret this. Rocket. She's here. Now we're into class training. Tina the Wireghost. All right. So we're going to pull one here to get some more reaction and initiative. We're going to pull another over here to get some will and damage versus drones, which whoop-de-doo for the moment. But we need the reaction, and I want to get to that kill switch. So we got kill switch. We're not going to add anything to it at the moment. We just want to check it out. Same thing over on this side. We're going to get plus tech, and when hacking, get some more QBPS, some IO speed over here. And we're going to get damage for spectral tokens. Excellent. And we're going to train this one. Now, of course, we want to get more spectral tokens. So, let's see. Instantly hop in the matrix down a straight line and gain 10. So let's see, spectral tokens. That's spectral dagger. All right. So we're going to crank spectral dagger. We've got 4 points left. First off the bat, we're going to get an extra token, which we've already gotten. That's great. So we got 10 matrix. That's a charge. That's an extra token. All right, so let's get the matrix AP. Let's get the extra token. Now up here we'll reduce. Let's see. I think we should take Ghost Distortion as well. Let's take Ghost Distortion as well, just to get that. And we've got one unspent point. So tough call, tough call. Let's get an extra charge of Security Siphon so we can find good stuff. 20 meters, 15 meters. Let's take the charge. All right. Our Wire Ghost is ready to go. Excellent. Well, she's going to need better weapons, better deck. Luckily, we got a few dollars here. Let's see what our deck choices are. Decks. We're not super great on decks. I mean, this is really, we got a 12.1 here, so I guess we buy her the 12.1. That's the best shot we've got out. So let's get her the best we can get. We'll buy that from our buddy Potato. We'll check on programs in a minute. Don't have a lot here. I think we need nuke. So let's buy nuke, because definitely that's the kind of stuff we're going to be doing. Tough call on what else we're going to need. Attack 2, I'm sure. Let's buy attack 2. And we'll get scan 2, just in case she doesn't have it, which I'm pretty sure she doesn't. And let's go back and see what we got here. Okay, we haven't installed those, but we will. Let's get those installed. Bingo. Oh, I can't install attack 2 in that deck? That's interesting. I got scan 2 at least. How about nuke 1? Okay, that's good. Interesting. I see. So it's 5. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Well, we'll play with this here. Needs more rating for that. Cool. All right. We've got to deal with weapons too. Let's go back and check out where we are on everything else, though. Thanks for joining me to talk about the Wire Ghost and to help get Tina set up for our team. If you want to see some more action, we're going to have some high-level play. We're going to run this team from a little bit further along than we are right this minute. And we'll have some cool videos for that coming up soon. Thanks for joining. Like, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. Have a great cyber day.